What if I told you that right beneath the normal, totally boring streets you walk on every single day, there's a completely invisible, terrifying, and deadly city? A place packed with literal monsters, unkillable assassins, and people who have just completely fallen through the cracks of society. Imagine taking a wrong turn in a subway station and ending up in a nightmare you can never ever leave. Sounds totally insane, right?
Well, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most mind-blowing, twisted stories ever told, Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. I promise you, by the end of this, you are never going to look at a sewer grate the same way again. We're talking massive plot twists, heartbreaking deaths, and seriously, the creepiest villains ever. So let's get into it.
Section 1. The Secret Deadly World. The contrast here is just brutal. You've got London above, which is safe, boring, and normal. But then there's London below. It's dark, it's magical, and it is brutally dangerous. It's basically a place where people who slip through the cracks of regular society end up. Take Anastasia, for example. She was an 11-year-old girl, starving, freezing, and living on the streets in London above. When she finally collapsed, she woke up in London below, saved by, get this, talking rats. Yeah, she's literally a rat girl survivalist now. That is the sheer insanity of the world we're dealing with.
Section 2. The Ultimate Wrong Place.
So into this absolute nightmare steps Richard Mayhew. And guys, Richard is absolutely not your typical action hero. He is the ultimate everyman. The dude literally just wants his normal life back, his boring office job and his apartment. I mean, the guy gets intense vertigo just thinking about standing near an edge. If you were putting together a squad of tough guys to survive a magic sewer city, Richard wouldn't even make the waiting list.
So how on earth does a guy like Richard end up in this mess? Well, his life is entirely ruined the exact second he decides to do a good deed and help a bleeding girl on the street named Dor. Dor belongs to this magical, noble family in London below with a crazy talent. They're openers. That means they can create or unlock doors where absolutely none exist. A solid brick wall? Dor can just touch it and boom, it opens into a staircase. But because of this insane power, Dor is running for her life.
Section 3. Unkillable assassins on the hunt.
Okay, meet the unkillable assassins hunting her down, Mr. Krupp and Mr. Vandemar. These two are hands down the creepiest hitmen you will ever meet. Mr. Krupp is short, wears elegant ancient black suits, has these faded china blue eyes and orange hair, and he absolutely loves using big, fancy words to describe exactly how he's going to murder you. And his partner, Mr. Vandemar, he is a towering giant who is just constantly hungry. And when I say hungry, I mean he literally catches live frogs and stuffs them into his mouth just for fun. So gross, right?
These guys are absolute psychos. Just listen to what Mr. Vandemar says. We don't need a bodyguard, Mr. Krupp. We hurt people. We don't get hurt. He says this right after getting stabbed completely through the hand, pulling the knife out, spitting on the wound, and just watching it instantly heal. They are quite literally invincible, and they kill people just because they find it funny.
Section 4. Magic, monsters, and bodyguards.
Look, Richard and Dor absolutely need a squad if they're going to survive this place. And it is a total ragtag group. First, you've got Anastasia, our 11-year-old rat girl who knows the tunnels. Then, the Marquis de Carabas. He is incredibly dodgy, super arrogant, and you get the strong feeling you can't trust him any further than you can throw him. And finally, Hunter. She is an absolute legend, an unstoppable leather-clad bodyguard who's basically the baddest warrior in all of London below.
When Hunter shows up, she just announces, "I'm called Hunter. I'm back," and she proves it instantly. Richard describes watching her fight like watching a mongoose kill a cobra. Fast, vicious, and completely lethal. It's the moment Richard realizes just how violently dangerous London below really is. People don't just fight down here, they fight to utterly destroy each other.
Section 5. The Ultimate Angelic Betrayal. So out of pure desperation, our crew seeks out the Angel Islington. Yes, an incredibly beautiful, glowing, literal angel who drinks wine in a hidden citadel and acts as the guardian of London below. Islington tells Dor how much he loved her father and how deeply saddened he is by the murder of her family. He acts like the ultimate divine ally, and our heroes finally think, okay, we're safe.
But guys, this is where the entire story flips completely upside down. We all thought Krupp and Vandemar were the ultimate bad guys, but the actual mastermind who hired them, the one pulling the strings, it was the Angel Islington. Wait, what? Yes, the holy, beautiful, grieving angel is actually a cold-blooded psychopath who ordered the hitman to butcher Dor's entire family.
So,
Why? Why on earth would an angel do this? Because Islington isn't a guardian. He's a prisoner. He was banished to London Below for sinking the city of Atlantis. He literally confesses, when I was sentenced here, they gave me the door to my prison, and they took the key to the door and put it down here too. Door's father was given the key to keep the evil angel locked away forever. So Islington had Door's entire family butchered just to get that key back, so he could escape and wage war on heaven.
Section 6. Blood, Death, and the End.
Things go off the rails so fast. Over the course of just a few days, the crew is completely decimated. Day 1, the dodgy Marquis de Carabas is captured by Krupp and Vandemar and tortured to death. Day 2, the assassins dump his dead body into a squeaky supermarket shopping cart and just wheel him away. It's so dark. Then, Day 3, even the unstoppable Hunter meets her match. She fights this massive, monstrous, boar-like creature called the Beast, and she is brutally killed. Her lifeless body is just carried away in the mud.
Which brings us to this incredibly tense final scene. Richard and Dor are completely alone. They're trapped in a dungeon by a psychotic, glowing angel and two unkillable assassins who literally just murdered their friends. The angel Islington physically grabs Dor, strokes her face, and rips the key to his prison right off the chain around her neck. Our heroes are utterly defeated, backed into a corner with absolutely zero hope of survival.
But against all odds, Dor actually outsmarts the angel. She tricks him into opening a door that traps him in a black hole forever, saving Richard and all of London Below. Crazy, right? But I want to leave you with this question to discuss in the comments. After seeing all the magic, the monsters, the insane twists, and the brutal betrayals, would you trade your safe, boring life for the terrifying magic of London Below? If you found a magical door in a brick wall, would you step through? Let us know, and thanks for exploring this insane explainer with us today.